Okay, folks, sorry about that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. The stream just dropped, so I stopped the stream and added it again. We'll see if you come back. But I'll have to edit that later and put it back onto YouTube as a video. Which is a pain in the neck. Okay, so sorry about that. I got distracted there, and we are now going to come down to our 2,300 feet or whatever it is. Let's just start descending. Come on, start descending. No. Let's get approach mode here. Maybe that'll do it. Okay. So we're back. We did the hold. We're on the way back into the ILS. I'm a little bit high at the moment. The aircraft doesn't seem to want to descend, and we're going to join the ILS now, folks. I might take over manually. I think I will, actually. The base, we want 3,200 feet for the ILS. 3,200 feet. So we're going to continue on from here. There we go. And we are now intercepting the ILS. So sorry about that disconnection. But here we are. We're on finals now. I'm going to do a full stop landing. And now you know why when you go around in an airplane it takes such a long time to come back. 13 miles out now. Let's get our checklist going on here. Descent checklist, India constraints done, IR confirm frequencies done, heading localizer, great. Okay, so all you got to do is put the landing lights back on after the go around and hold. Let's get some lights on here, and okay, that's awkward. We got our lights on here. We got approach mode on. 12 miles out, and we're on it, folks. We're on it. Nice early approach. Anything else I have to do here? No, nothing else here. On the approach, and the range constraints are set. I said that already. I tend to go back a few steps there just to make sure. 10 miles out. So 10 miles out, we're going to have flaps 1. We're on speed. We're all looking good. I'm going to do the replay here. I'm going to have to kick off the replay again. So, boom. Stop recording. It's going to be such a big file. I'm going to record it again and just overwrite the last one. There we go. And I'll switch to daylight for the landing. Okay, I'm going to do this manually. I'm going to take over now in a second. Just make sure everything is set. And go around. Yeah, go around, altitude set. Okay, that was 5,000 feet, wasn't it? Let's not do that again. It takes ages. Ages. So I'm going to put 5,000 feet. So I'm probably going to do that in future. We're all set. 9 miles out. Flaps 1. A little bit late there. Okay, good. Gear down. I need to. Oh no. Yeah. Flaps 2 now. Just a little bit close is going to give out to me though. Flaps 2. Gear down. Let's get all my stuff off my lap here. And I'm going to take over manually now. Autopilot's to be disconnected. Auto throttle is disconnected there for some reason. Autopilot off. I'll leave the autopilot on. Yeah, I know I've disconnected the autopilot. We're manual, folks. We're manual. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. What are you giving out about now? Great, that was the flaps. Can we move the flaps? Thrust levers are set to climb. Auto brakes on. And on the spoiler. Auto sport. The spoiler is armed. Gear down. And the gear coming down. Gear's down. Need to slow down a little bit. All good. Less is more. Less is more. A little bit fast. We're slowing down. Gear's definitely down. We've got a little bit of, we've got 19 knot headwind, which is great. Come on, no headwind. Why is it turning to the left? Or to the right, should I say? I know the speed brakes are out. I know. Yeah, I'm not going around again. too fast. Okay, we're just going to have a long landing, folks. I know this would be a go around. Let's go around again. The hell with it. Tug apart. Flaps are at 3, no worries. Flaps up. Oh yeah, okay, I see that. Gear up. So flaps are up to 2. Now I've engaged the autopilot. Okay. I've engaged the autopilot. Speed brake is up. Oh, I'm over speeding. Flaps up. Shit. So I was going too fast anyway. Jeez, you gotta be quick. Oh, good God, give me manage mode, will you? Headings manage mode now. There we go. I've done it right this time. So, there we go. Okay, so flaps are up. Gear is up. And I made a little bit of stuffy that because it was a different configuration this time. Lever back to climb. Lever's back to climb. I'm hooring along, so it's a little bit slow there. So that was a different thing that time because I was going too fast anyway. And I didn't have full flaps. And yeah, there you go. So I gotta nail this. As long as I know what my mistakes are, I will learn. So now I've activated the autopilot proper. And there it does the whole thing. Look, it's taking us to the hold and everything. Now I'm going too fast. I'm aware of that, which is very naughty. But there you go. Is anyone back? Yeah, I was just slow with the whole thing. I was just a little bit behind the aircraft. It's very difficult when you're not using these, you know. But that's no excuse because you can do it with the mouse easy enough. So I'm going to do that again. So it worked this time. Let's do a quick manual approach and another go around. I'm going to do this until I get it right tonight. I know some of you got to go to bed and whatnot. But what can one do? Okay, so let us let's take manage mode off and turn a little bit downwind. Let's turn downwind. Do you know what's happening? I think producer buttons are standing in the Xbox controller there. What is that for? What is this for? Autopilot's off. Let's take it over manually here. No, it's not taking climb. It's not doing the climb to tent here for me. It ain't doing the climb to tent for me, folks. Things. It's not actually. I'm on the climb to tent. I'm on the climb to tent, right? But it's not. Yeah, it would help if I had the autopilot on. It keeps coming off. But I want to see climb thrust set here. It should be here, no? For climb to be set. Let's not obeying anything. Let's just come back down. Let's just get this straight and level flight for the moment, okay? Let's just get this straight and level flight. climb is set. I want 5,000 feet a minute. Yeah, 5,000 feet a minute, please. Take my heading. Okay, we're going somewhere now. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but it's not. Am I not looking at the right place? It should say climb thrust set as my detent is set here. I don't know. Anyway, it's not accelerating too much. Thank you, Cherokee. Still sitting in sofa. Yeah, thrust levers not in climb detent. Yeah, I couldn't figure that out. You know, they're in the climb detent now. It's going at 200 knots. But you see, is that Cherokee? Am I reading right here? It should say climb. I'm in the climb detent. It's all okay. You hadn't engaged auto thrust. Yeah, it kept coming on and off. Let's say speed. That's okay. Yeah, I oversped there a bit. It was going full welly. So I want to come down now to 500 feet, 5,000 feet. I go down to 2,000 feet a minute and get there. In fact, let's go to 3,000 feet. So 3,200, isn't it? Let's double check here on 3,200 feet. Okay, so we're way out here now. Let's start turning in. Let's go direct to Charlie 10 3 right. Direct to Charlie 10 3 right. Activate. Go. There we go. I'm going to change the time of day a little bit, folks, so you can see stuff and things. I'll keep it in the golden hour. Producer buttons, get out of there. Please, stop this. Please. Good talk. Good talk. Good talk. Please. Stop trying to chew my check this. One day I know you're going to get to it and you're going to be screwed. Buttons is causing havoc as well. Because when I go over 2 hours, she gets upset that I'm not paying her attention. Just think of it as you know, I think of it as you know, stewardesses and passengers causing problems. Toilet fires and such, galley fires, you know. Okay, now we're coming down to our base altitude. Landing lights on, turn landing lights on, nose to take off. We've got a constraint set. Arm our brake here, and let's arm the auto brake. It'll only take medium. I'll have to actually do my physical button. There we go. It won't go to max for some reason on final, only in takeoff. Okay, we're now 18 miles out. We're going to do another go around, folks. I'm going to do another go around, and I'm going to keep doing it until I get it done. Right, so let's run to the go around while we're getting on final here. Now, I'm going to put my Xbox controller. I need to get some table for that because producer buttons keeps putting her paws on it. I'm going to go around. It's going to be full flaps, right? So when I go around, I'm going to add toga power, and at the same time take pitch up to 15 degrees. Then I'm going to take the flaps up to setting 3. And with that, I'll take the flaps up as the speed dictates. I'll hit the autopilot button, and hopefully that'll climb me up to 5,000 feet. I'll set that when I'm on the ILS, when I've activated approach mode. And then we're off to the races, hopefully. I hope. Now, I know some of you who know what you're doing. are telling me in the chat as I'm doing it, but I'm so busy I don't get to see the chat, which is, I know, it's terrible. DCS backs at Lonely Reaper's back. So I'm going to fix this today. This is going to be a knowledge thing today, within reason, and we're going to be able to do this then when we get to VATSA. The only way to do something right is just to do, there's the airport over there, is to do it over and over again. I was teaching somebody Unix once, and they weren't getting it, and it was difficult for them. And I said, repetition will penetrate the dullest of minds. So I'm going to repeat the shit out of this today. I'll be up till 4 o'clock in the morning until I get this right. I swear to you. You know what I'm like. You know. Okay. Approach mode. I like to wait until they're both within half scale, if you know what I mean, here in between the 2 dots. Okay. So this time we've got plenty of time. We're 13 miles out, 10 miles out. I'm going to lower flaps 1, then flaps 2, then gear. And it's all going to be fine. It's asking me to activate approach mode again. I don't think so. No. A constraint delete. Oh yeah, I know the constraint. Yep. 5,000 feet. So I'm going to activate this now, and I'm going to set up my. I'm going to set up. Oh, let's put approach mode on. Someone told me just to put it on early. That's not old school, is it? Okay, approach mode is on. Now, when it's descending, I think now I can put it up to my 5,000 feet. Okay? Because that's for the go around. Okay? This is going to be great practice. Lights up's coming up now. 10.3 miles out. Flaps 1. Flaps 1. Okay. Here we go. Flaps 2 can come down at 215 knots. No, sorry, what am I saying? 200 knots. Come on, slow down now. Come on. Don't hit the acropoils on your final DCS axis. I don't know what that is. I shouldn't be looking at the chats. I know I'm a little bit early here with the old flaps. Delegate tip to go around altitude 5,000 feet when you intercept the glide speed. Thank you. You can confirm that. Oh, you're from Uzbekistan. Cool. Nice one. Welcome. I can't pronounce your name. I'll call you 3M. Is that okay? Because that's something I can read. Welcome, 3M. From Uzbekistan. Okay, gear down. Full flap landing. Sorry, full flap is going to be go around. I'm going to take my time now. I know I'll be behind, but I just feel I should take my time because, it's, you know, when you rush, and it's the same with a light aircraft, you're going to screw it up when you rush. Right, I'm going too fast now, so I'm going to just. It's a very steep approach path, you know. Go away. Not you. Produce buttons. Just won't slow down. Just won't slow down, folks. Not slowing down. I've got the speed brakes out. You know, it ain't slowing down for some reason in this approach. Something fundamentally incorrect with this approach. Something fundamentally incorrect here. I've got all the speed brakes out. Look. It's not liking it. It's not happy. I'm going too fast. So what is that about? What is that about? Okay, so speed brakes off. Toga power. Flaps up. 1 stage. Pitching for 15. Flaps up 2 stages now because it's too much. Gear coming up. Gear coming up. Here coming up. Autopilot. Autopilot on. Come on. I can't click the button. 15 degrees. I knew it's switching too high. So I see, this is the problem. It's not activating. It's not activating. Back to climb. That's why. Back to climb. There you go. Now activate. No. 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 I want to activate the climb. So it's not activating the go around. Why is that? Is it me? You know, is it me? What's going on there? I have... Why isn't the... Auto throttles aren't. Okay, it doesn't want to climb at 15 degrees. Okay, that was me. So it won't... Oh, in you go. Why won't it activate the go around? Okay, why didn't it activate the go around there in the autopilot, folks? Why do I have to keep doing this manually? Did you activate approach mode? Yes, it was activated. Approach mode was on. And I was trying to... You know, I don't know why. So now I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to come around again. Why is that? Is it just the sim? I'm pretty sure people can do this, right? So we're going to turn around to kind of a downwind. We're not going to go all the way to the hold because I know how to do that now. It's displayed for you automatically. Sorry, my cameras aren't on there. Boom, boom, and boom. I have to do it manually. Let's have a look at the comments. Push the heading knob on FCU. Yeah, I have been doing that. So if I do it, will it kick it off here? Now it does it. So I have to disconnect heading mode and add it again. That is most peculiar because I did that, didn't I? If I'm correct, the FMC tells you manual. So maybe you should do it manual. Use manual speed, not managed mode. Okay, that's two of you. That's Vruma. They're telling me to use manual speed. Not managed. So go manual first. And then, you know, then maybe you add it on. Is that how you do it then, folks? So I'm not going to go out to the hold. I'm not going to go to the hold. I'm going to do it again. I've got my heading set to... Oh yeah, okay. So I'm going to go to manual mode now again. Let's get our heading down to downwind. I'm not going to go all the way to the hold. I'm going to do another approach, and I'm going to keep doing this until I get it right. Something will click. It will click. There we go. Oh, man. Maybe we'll increase our speed a little bit, will we? Just to make it happen quicker. The approach speed as well on the approach speed on the ILS is too fast all the time. So it's not a good approach anyway. It just keeps going too fast. Okay, it's telling me here to recalibrate my null zones. So I don't know what that's about. Let's just bring it a little bit more downwindish now. I just wanted to come out a little bit. Let's have a look at the comments. Okay. So maybe you should do it manual. Icebird says on Twitch, and just follow the dashed line. Yeah. Because it works after, you know. Angry Gamers, I always fly my planes in, so I have no clue how to solve this but iceberg for all might be correct. I always manually put in my speed. Okay. Okay, fair enough. And on YouTube. That was for. I was calling you 3M. My name is Amel. Great, Amel. Nice to have you on board. I hope you're learning along with us. Let's have a look outside. We're coming downwind here. Let's fix the camera so I can read the comments. We're going around again, folks. We're going around again. There's the airport off in the distance. Amel, nice to have you on board. Don't forget to hit the like button. Cherokee, push the heading knob on the FMC. I know, I tried. Do you activate the approach mode? Yes, I did. I read that already. Push heading, use manual speed, not managed. Okay, so this time I'm going to use manual speed. So, flaps, I'm going to add full power. Flaps are probably going to come up on stage at least, right? And pitch for 15. Okay. It will disconnect the autopilot off and maybe the auto throttle, because it's little, yeah, and the auto throttle is going to come off as well, right? Then I'll come back. Then I'll come back to the climb to tent, activate auto throttle and autopilot, and maybe that'll kick it in. Okay, let's go down a little bit here. I'm going to come in a little bit earlier. I'm going to go to 2,000 feet. It's not with the approach mode, just to speed things up. You know, just to speed things up. So we're going to descend a little bit here. We'll get under that gloat slipe early and get an early approach. Okay. Now, we're 12 as the crow flies, so I think we start coming in now. Let's start coming in. Cherokee says, convinced approach was not activated since you did not get the landing checklist. I thought I hit approach mode. You could be right. I'd have to relook at the video, but let's keep an eye on that. You should not disconnect autopilot or auto thrust. They should stay engaged, says Cherokee. Okay, so I'm kind of convinced I did have. Maybe I hit the wrong button. Who knows? Let's try that again, right? Let's try it the same way, but make sure I hit approach mode, Cherokee. Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you're saying. Okay. It's one way off there. Let's change our heading a little bit more to an easier approach. So it's not a 90-degree turn. You mean here? Activate approach phase. Okay. Let's get a. That'll do. Hopefully it'll capture the glide slope there. It's a little bit. It's a bit tight. Now, can I set the approach mode here? On the MCDU, Avruma says yes. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so we're going to hit it nice and low. Let's see what happens if we hit the approach mode now, shall we? Oh, cat 3 single, okay. Okay, it's turning in advance. That's interesting. I did not know this. Cherokee Gripper, activating approach on MCDU and arming approach on FCDU are two totally different things. That's what I thought. I was just guessing, Cherokee. I know they're two different things. I know. I'm just guessing. Will it do it? Keeps coming in very fast to this approach when it's in manage mode. So we're back up to 5,000 feet for our. Jeez, this is half my problem. 5,000 feet. No. Back up to 5,000 feet. Oh god, see how long that's taking. It's all over the shop now, I can't capture it. Oh well, it's going to capture it now, okay. Okay, flaps 1, boom. Speed is far too fast. Okay, let's not worry about that. Let's get the flaps up. Bummer. I know I'm doing things backwards here with the approach, but I want to get down to the deck here. Now I see it's the magenta line here now. Maybe I didn't activate approach mode. I'm going to do one more time after this, folks. I'm going to keep doing it until I get it right, until I'm happy. Flaps coming down. Gears down. Now we're coming back to 140. I want full flaps for this one. Just putting out the speed brakes a little bit. There we go. Flaps full. Full flaps. There we go. Gear down. 3 greens. And we're going to come down to the deck this time. Is there discontinuity there? You know, the spa here. Yeah. Is that our problem? The discontinuity there, see it? Let's delete that discontinuity. Looking better now, says Vruma. I don't want to do anything with the I'm going to delete. I just want to delete that discontinuity. Let's get rid of him. Right, just no, it's not going to happen. Okay, we keep coming down. Our speed's right. We've got full flaps. We've got gear down. And we're going to do another go around. And if it picks up the hold, okay. I know how to do the hold and all that kind of stuff. And that's all fine. But if I get the next one right, then I'll be happy. I'll sleep tonight. So, yeah, you never know. Maybe I didn't hit approach mode. Approach mode meaning over here. Okay, we're going to come down a little bit further. We're going to come down to minimums, I think. Down to minimums. Hand is ready. Odd feet for minimums. Yep.
Above.
Call minimums.
Minimum.
No, going around. Toga apart. Flaps up to 3. 100. Pitching for 15 degrees. I'm going to take my time now. Autopilot's on. I'm letting go of the control the column there now. Flaps coming up. Oh, it's doing it all for... No, it's not doing it all for me. Manage mode, please. See, it's not doing the... Ah, feck you. See, I didn't do it manually. I said I wouldn't do it. Come on, manage mode. Now it's connected. Now it's connected. I'm going to do it again because I don't know why. I was fiddling around up here. Leave it back to climb. Climb thrust set. 180 now. Got the S there that Ice was talking about. Flaps up now. And that looked a little bit better, didn't it? Except if I took the gear up, that would have really helped. You know? If I took the gear up, that would be nice. That would be really nice if I took the gear up. So let's I'm just going to let it do the turn. Up to 5,000 feet. That was a bit better than last time. Yeah, Cheddar Key's got gear up. I know. So I'm not happy with that day. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. Yep, that's the way I do it. Great, Angry Gamer. So I'm getting somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. So I'm going to do this one more time. Oh, no one's going to watch this anymore. So if you just joined us, folks, we're doing a go-around and the procedure for the go-around off to the hold. And I'm going to keep doing this until I get it right. Until I'm happy. I was like taking the gear up there. I don't know why it just connected. I think there was a gap there. I don't know. But it's working. So I took the gear up a bit late. Everything else was done. I disarm him just so shits and giggles. I leave the lights on. I'm not really worried about that stuff. It's guts I'm worried about. I want to be able to do this in VATSIM without, you know. Now I know in VATSIM about this stage they'll give us no fuel leak. Left wing tank low level. And no fuel leak. Fuel imbalance. X feed on. Okay, let's follow that. Shit, I'm running low on fuel. I'm running low on fuel, but do you know what we'll do? Okay? I'm running low on fuel. Yeah, really low on fuel. Producer buttons is kicking off again now. I'm not going to get a break from producer buttons. I'm going to put the fuel up. Okay, there we go. There we go, that'll help with that. Ow! That's my arm, producer buttons. Producer buttons. Why do you do this to me? Okay, so that's going to go to the hold and all happy days. So I'm happy with that. So I'm going to take over manually. I'm going to do it again, folks. Heading mode now to me, please. And take a downwind, Mr. Aeroplane. Take a downwind. And we're going to do a low approach one more time. Low approach and go around if I feel good about it. And producer buttons is absolutely going crazy to get behind where the wires are, but you can't anymore. I know. Let's have a look outside. So, oh, I won't have thumbs and fingers today. There's the airport off in the distance, folks. Low approach and go rounds. What is the warnings here? Fuel auto feed fault. Fuel mode select manual. I've seen that before and I don't know why that is. So let's do what the computer says. Okay, so we're on downwind now. I'm going to do another remote and go around. I'm going to get over this hilly area here first. And then we're going to turn in for... we're going to turn around up here into the airfield, which is now just here. There it is. I haven't seen the airfield yet. I'm going to keep the daylight. I know the times are out, folks. At the time to go because we're doing this. I'm doing this for a while. Producer button will... Do you want to go outside? Maybe, guys, I'm going to let the dog out, okay? And I'll be back in 2 seconds, okay? Pilot Oliver, hello, how are you? You have 1.5 tons, so that's 45 minutes of fuel, plenty. I can be here till 4 o'clock in the morning, folks. This could be a marathon stream. I'm going to let the dog out, okay? I'm going to have to come back in and back out because it's just not fair. The poor dog. Come on, buttons, outside. Come on. I'm just going to listen for the dog scratching at the door. Okay, so we are now 11 miles out. Let's turn in. Let's get the mic close so you can hear me. We're going to turn in now. Let's get the camera back where it should be. I'm going to have to jump out again very quickly to let the dog back in there, folks, okay? Go rounds. Low approach and go rounds. So let's turn in. Let's come down to 2,000 feet, we'll say. Good. And turn in. Where are you turning left for? Well, now, do you know what I really need? I have... this is a big problem for me right now, right? Do you know, I'd love a little Airbus thing to switch the knobs, but I've been trying to get my my SciTech switches and my real sim gear switches working, so I don't have to be fiddling around with the mouse here, which is a big issue, especially when it's bumpy. I could really zoom in and do it, you know. That would help. We're coming in to join 10 miles. I'm happy with a 10 miles join there. So I'm going to activate the... I don't want a 90-degree approach exactly, but it seems to manage it just about. Let's have a good look at the chat there. Well done for prioritising buttons and her toilet break. Respect gripper. Oh, cheddar key. Buttons comes first as always. Always first for buttons. You know. Icebird says, who lets the dog out? YouTube watcher. You got very good, Icebird. I like it. I like it. I like its sense of humour. So coming down to 2,000 feet here, I know it's a little bit low, but I'm not worried about that. I know all about that. I just want to get to the if I could reset this every time, boom, and have it to go around on final and go around and do all the stuff very, very quickly, I do it. But look at. Okay, so we're coming into approach here now. So let's arm stuff and things. Okay, so we got that. The lights are left on. I left the lights on. The auto brake is on medium. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm wondering, I think you were right there with the auto brake. Maybe I didn't hit the auto brake. Maybe I hit something else. Do you know? Sorry, not the auto brake, the autopilot. I may have hit this button instead of approach. Do you know what I mean? So I think you can hit the approach button fairly far out. Let's hit the approach button here and see what happens. You know, it's going to come across and just capture the ILS and turn in, I'm guessing. Do you know? Which is going to be brilliant. Because normally I wait till half scale until the magenta diamond is in between half scale here and here, and then for the glide slope here and here, and for the localizer here and here. But I don't think you need to do that with the Airbus. See, it's turning in plenty of time. Look, it's very intelligent. It's very intelligent, and I like it. Let's have a look at the outside there, just for your viewing purposes. For your viewing pleasure. Okay, let's get the checklist out here. Just in case I've missed anything. FCBU altitude, back to 5,000 feet. Okay. 5,000 feet. Go around altitude set. Done. Safety belt signs are already on. Anti-ice is required. Barometric reference is set, and that's fine. Let's actually just double check that it probably has changed because I've been here for quite some time. QNH is 1025 is still. Okay, great. Flaps 1 now. Flaps 1. Boom. No, it's not slowing down at all. See, it's 220 knots. I don't know why that is. So I can't put the flaps down. You know what I mean? I think it's just a steep approach path. Now I don't know how to manage that, so I'm going to put the speed brakes out a little bit without taking my hand off the speed brakes. Nice and slowly. Let's see if that'll slow down. But it's at the speed at once. Yeah, it's at 72%, so I don't know why it's coming in so fast all the time. I really don't. I can't, you know, I'll put the gear down, you know, but it won't, it keeps going in too fast. It wants 220 knots. Well, so it won't do. 40. dogs, I'm picking here barking outside. Okay, we're coming down onto the glide path now, and we're slowing down. Great. Okay, so sometimes manual speed brakes are definitely off. We're getting a little warning here. Auto feed fault. Okay, well, let's not worry about that now. Now let's get some more flaps down. I want a full flap landing. Generally they're full flap landings. You've hit the approach mode. I have hit the approach mode. The approach mode is on. Full flaps now. Full flaps are set. That damn Tinder thing keeps going up, I swear to God. YouTube, you're very quick to cancel me. Okay, I can't look at the comments anymore from time. So I'll read the last one for Icebird there. Who lets... Oh yeah, you said it already. Okay. So I know Icebird will jump in if I'm doing something wrong. Thank you, Icebird. 3.1 miles out. Gear is down. Flaps are down. Normally at this point I take over manually. Well, let's do that. Because sometimes I will be doing manual more often than not. Less is more. Let's keep it down to minimums, okay? We're going to keep going down to minimums. Be patient. We've got a little bit of wind from the left, so... Stuff. Auto throttle is still engaged. I'm going to leave that engaged. Oh, come on. This is more. 800 feet a minute, I'd like. Why is it going so slow? Oh, it's a little bit windy now. It's a bit of turbulence there. Okay. Let's give it out about the fuel. I don't care. Don't care. Come on.
100 above. Minimum.
Going around. Full power. Flaps up stage 1. Pitching to 15 degrees. Gear up. Autopilot on. Auto throttle still on. Flaps up again. Flaps up to 2 now. Back to climb, because the autopilot won't kick in otherwise. Flaps up again. Now, that's because of the climb. See, it's not activated. See that? I was a bit slow taking back to climb thrust. Flaps up, maybe he's waiting for flaps up entirely, I don't know. Manage mode. Ah, I hit heading manage mode there. Did you see that? I hit the heading manage mode again, and now it activated. Flaps up. Gears up. Disarming spoilers. I thought I armed those. Oh, I used them. That's disarmed them. What are you doing here? I don't want the spoilers. Get back. And we're doing it again. Nice one. I'm going to change the time of day. We're going to do that one more time. I'm sorry, I'm boring you. But let's do it again. Let's do this. Once I have this done now today, I may as well stay on stream because I'm going to do this on my own anyway. Just change the daylight so you can see stuff and things happening. So now it's going to take us out to the ILS. We're going to do hold and then we'll be vectored back to the runway. I'm all happy with that. Speed brakes off. Landing light can stay on and all the lights can stay on, I guess. It's actually being takeoff. It isn't takeoff. Okay. So great. I'm going to take over manually. We'll try it one more time. I can't. This is it's fun. Do you know? Good fun. No approach and go rounds, folks. If you just joined us, let's take over manually with the heading and let's go downwind and put it towards me, and that's good. Let's zoom out here a little bit, and this is fabulous. So the big question I had with all this was, is this already programmed in with your flight plan, you know, or not? I didn't know. Now I know it's already plugged in, but also lots of other things have crept up with regards to the actual go around itself. So I think that was a little bit better. You know, I can handle that in VATSIM, which is great. You're probably thinking, will we ever land? Well, this is great. This is going to be... There's so many times I'm on final and something cocks out, or, you know, and I'm sitting there going, just keep going, you know. Because I don't know what to do. Don't worry about it, you know. But now, I'll be looking forward to doing go-arounds, you know. So one more time for shits and giggles, and then we come in for a landing and a full stop. Happy days. Let's have a look at the comments there. Am I kind of in downwind? Not quite. Not quite. There we go. Also, this stream, I've learned the VORs. Now, I know how to use VOR, and I know how to track VORs, and I know how to do a manual VOR to VOR and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. But on the Airbus, I was looking, how do I change the VOR? It's here. It's here. So VOR 1 and VOR 2. And I had programmed in the VOR 1 for SPA and the VOR for Kia, and we were trying to do it manually. And they're programmed here in RadNav, so I put them 1 and 2 are here. So and now I know to put in SPA instead of the frequency. So let's try that for shits and giggles. SPA, and put that there, 117.5, 117.5, and that's the right one to choose. Okay, so that's how, because it could be a lot of them, like Kia here, KEA here, you know, pop it in there. And that's there's only one key, but SPA here, SPA, boom, and of course, you know, there's lots of them called SPA. Look, this one, 4,790 nautical miles away. So, you know, you want to look at the right frequency and confirm, and that's the right one. There we go. Happy days. So we're on downwind now, folks. Let's get it a little bit closer. I'm going to keep the speed at 2. I'm going to keep the speed manual for the moment. Because we know it approaches too fast for some reason. I don't know why that is. But now, you know, you can take over manually if it's going too fast. The sooner you spot it, the better. So we're in downwind now. The airfield is over there. I'm going to try this again. Can you imagine, right, doing a type rating on this and you're not getting it right? How much money that would cost? Costs a lot, because the instructor has to, you have to get it right. And there's certain limitations where they go, look, you're just too slow, mate, you know. But at home you can do it here, and it's really about the procedures. It's really about where you're putting your eyes and your hands, and knowing what to do, A, B, C, D, and get yourself out of trouble. And this kind of thing, if you're instructed correctly once, the first time, and you know what to do, you can practice the shit out of it for free. You know? Let's have a look at the comments while we're looking outside there. Icebird, who let the dog say, Lonely Reaper was saying, but I have to relearn all at once. I got a PC. Lonely Reaper says, but I have to return it all once I get a PC and the control peripherals. Lonely Reaper, you are going to love this if you get this in PC, if you're into it. You're going to absolutely love it in PC. Now, I think Xbox is, I don't know, you'll know what you can do in I think it might be limited somehow, but with all the controls and stuff, you're going to love it in PC. Because you get all the screens and all that kind of stuff. Andre Gamer 07 Ingot, try to auto land eventually, but don't know how to. Okay, well, I do that all the time. You're shouting amongst yourselves there. Oh, you're getting a new PC for around £3,500. Learning Report, great. So it's going to happen. Iceberg, that may be a pretty good PC. Yes, it is. It is in pounds, that's for sure. Iceberg says mine cost me $3,400 back in February 21. He has a 1390. It was not cheap at the time. No, I had the same problem. Okay, let's turn in now, folks. Let's go down to 3,500 feet. 3,500 feet. Let's go. Oh, no. Point towards me. So, and we need a descent right there. Let's go. Let's start descending. To 2,500 actually. No. I want my mode, please. we go. Let's start turning in. There we go. 15.8 miles out, that's fine. We're going below the glide slope, which is pleasing. Let's arm shit and stuff. Sorry for saying shit there, because I'm not in a bad mood. Let's arm stuff and shit, actually, I meant to say. I don't know. Great, okay, checklist then. FCD watch set, safety belt signs on, yeah, anti-ice barometric references, 1025, and all that kind of stuff. Great. So we're all configured anyway. So all we have to do is the stuff into the ILS now. Let's have a look at any last minute. Well, I'm just waiting for it to turn up. Great. I'm delighted to get a new PC. I love hearing when people are getting PCs for you know, for the PCs. I'm trying to get some clear the message with the cause button. Oh, I can clear that message. This message here. Clear your message with the cause button. Cause button. Cause button. I don't know where the cause button is. Okay. Now, watch. Approach mode on. Great. It's going to intercept everything. We are below the glide slope at 3,500 feet. We're 14.6 miles out. And it's going to turn... Oh. Now it's kicked in. I was getting worried there. Yep. So, approach mode is armed. What's the local time now? 2020. 8:20. Okay, approach mode is armed. Okay. I'm doing the speed manually this time because it just keeps going too fast. Oh, that's the dog. I'll be back in 2 minutes, folks. Back. Are we still live and everything? Okay, good. The G-Sim button's getting very active. Okay, should be some next week. Okay, I'm late. Okay, fine. And I've messed up the levers now. I've messed up the levers. But I'm not worried about it because, you know, I've done this 1,000 times. $140 knots, changing it to 143. We'll leave it there. Go down. On spoilers. Armed. Auto brake. Auto brake onto medium. Up to 2. Yeah. If you're doing auto land, all you have to do, if I want to do auto land now, just hit the 2 of them. That's it. That's all you do. It's bizarre. It's great. Really. Okay, now speed's under control. 160 knots now, and flaps 3, Speed checks, flaps 3. And for flaps 4, 177 knots. Flaps, speed checks, full flaps now. Gears down, 3 greens. And we're going to go around to minimums. Okay, see the brake here? So what did I do the last time? Oh yeah, I didn't bring the power back to climb. You'll see my hand here. I'm going to leave my hand at the throttles, so I don't forget. I was a little bit late with it, really. I didn't forget, I was just a little bit late with it. So we're going to go around, folks. It's going to happen. 2.8 miles out now. .8 miles out. 143 knots. Very nice. Let's do the thing with my... Well, that's even worse because the refresh rate on my screen is very bad, so I can't really use that now. Okay. Waiting for minimums. That airport looks stunning. That's the Athens one I paid for just this evening.
500.
500 feet now. Buttons is going crazy trying to get under the pedals. Well done, Buttons. Your timing is absolutely implicit. A bit low on the poppies. No, it's okay. It's a little bit bumpy. Speed take's going up and down a little bit.
100 above.
100 above minimums now. I'm going to take my time. Producer Buttons, please stop.
Minimum.
Okay, full power to toga. Pitching up. Flaps
100.
up to 3. Pitching up to 15.3. Gear up. Wait for 1500 feet. 15 degrees. Nice and gentle this time. Wait for 1500 feet. Flaps up again. Jeez, what the mother god are you doing behind me? Can you hear that noise? Flaps back to climb speed. Flaps coming up again. Up to 5,000. I didn't set my 5,000 feet. $5,000 set. I don't know what the dog's doing. Okay. There we go. It's the heading. I just had to click that up once. Flaps coming up to 1 now. And now we're going to come in for a landing. Happy days. I better check out the dog. What are you doing? Producer Buttons. Okay, folks, hang on. So that's all good. I'm going to have a look at the comments down and see what you all think. Have I forgotten something? Here's up, yeah. What is it? Oh, I know what you're looking for. I know what you're looking for, Producer Buttons. You look for this. You look for this. Okay. A mystery has been solved. My mic is now acting up. So a mystery has been solved there, folks, for me at least. I hope for you and now in future. Oh, this is awful. I'm going to have to disconnect the mic for a minute, folks, okay? Or maybe I'll just do it temporarily. That'll do. It's barely hanging on there. That's a mystery solved, so I'm going to come in for a full stop now. Push the heading knob on the FCDU set. Cheddar said yes, and that's all. So, throttle. Back to climb. Hit the heading button. And we're in. Now it's going to take us all the way to the hold, which is already plugged in from SimBrief. You do your hold, and then you can come out of the hold. Scotland Laundry, greetings, Scotland Laundry, Ryan Airman, isn't it, Max 98? Welcome to the madness. I'm learning how to fly the Airbus, and we're doing low approach and go rounds this time. So I'm going to take heading mode. Sorry, put it towards me. Take heading mode. We're going to come downwind here. We're going to come downwind. We're going to do approach for full stop then, folks. So this is great for me because what I want, the stage I want to get to is, you know, is to be quite good at it. I can't pronounce your name there. Andre Gamer07. Is it Andre? I'm the same way right now. The INI builds A310. Oh, okay, cool. Tether key, Captain. You only need to engage the autopilot to have the aircraft capture. Oh, you're talking amongst yourselves, aren't you? Thank you. Great. Okay, coming in for a full stop, folks. I'm going to do a manual approach from a long way out. As you know, I have a recording here as well. I'm starting the recording for the flight. And as you know, the model has been drastically improved for the... well, I noticed it's been drastically improved for the Airbus. You know. Now, having said that, I'm not an Airbus pilot. But I've watched it on YouTube that other people are that are real Airbus pilots, and they said it was a little bit out of whack. Yeah, so it's now better. So there you go, and I'm glad to hear that it's not me. So my landing's going to be a lot better. So let's zoom in here a little bit. There we go. That's a nice downwind there, or maybe a little bit more right here. Happy days. So we're all set up again. Armed speed brake. Brakes are already armed. No worry with the lights. I'll just make it a tiny bit brighter because we won't be able to see anything in a minute. I just want to stay within the golden hour, folks. There we go. And we're on downwind for a full stop. I could do that a lot more now. It's going to be great fun now to do that because there's been so many times, as I said 100 times before probably, you know, I stuff things up on final, just go around, do the whole procedure. People want to know how it's done, you know. I'm just going to switch off my cameras now for a minute. That button's to settle down. Just for a bit while I have a snack and a drink. Just for a minute. It's not like you're going to miss my face, you know. Anyway, also, you know, this has been a great stream for me. For you, not so much. You know, because it's the same thing over and over again. But what I plan to do is, I keep saying, if you're new to the channel, you've just tuned in. We don't tune in anymore, do we? No. We plug in, don't we? I want to do the whole crazy madness. I want to have terrible winds. I want to have failures. I want to have go-rounds and bad weather. I want to be running out of fuel and have to cross-feed. I want to have fuel leaks. You know? I want a dramatic Airbus stream. So when you switch to Gripper Sim streams, you know, it's going to be drama involved. Drama. Absolutely. You know? Let's do this proper. I'm going to get to the comments there now. Our base altitude is 3,200 feet. Come on. Oh god, it's too sensitive. 3,200. There we go. Excuse me. Let's start turning in now. We're going to have a look at a replay at last. 15 miles out, plenty of time. We're good. Cherokee says, Gripper, reference comment above. To clear that message ECAM on reference screen, press clear button which... Oh, I see. Here, like that. Gripper, reference comment above. To clear that message on the ECAM screen, which is here, press clear button which is lit up just forward of the thrust levers. Oh, that's another thing I'm going to learn. Hang on. Ah! Thank you so much. Cherokee, you are a star. That's another thing I've learned today. I've learned shitloads today. So this message, folks, if it's something here, it's annoying, you don't need it. Just hit this button here, and it clears it. Everything's normal. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brilliant. Let's activate approach mode. Approach mode is armed, and I know that because it says here, you know, Cat 3 single, you know, and all that kind of stuff. 220 knots is what we should have. This looks a bit better. We'll do a full stop and have a look at this airport. By the way, this airport in Athens, I looked up a video there, just one, and this is second from the top. The other one, I think number one was one that was free, I think. So Athens is apparently pretty good. We're going to have a look. I think there's people moving around. There is, he said, people moving around at the terminal. So when you're at the gate, you can see people moving around. There's lots of activity, which is great. Thank you, Cherokee. I really appreciate that big time. $13 miles out now. And we're at our altitude, 3,200 feet. All is well. I've got everything set up. All the lights are already on. All I got to do is land now, which is the easy bit now, thankfully. I was up this morning trying to figure this out. I really was trying to figure this stuff out before, so I could be on the stream going, yeah, you know, this is how you do it, and you know, I know my stuff, you know. But no, I couldn't figure it out. But lo and behold, it's just the little details, isn't it? The devil's in the detail, and that's you guys telling me how to fix it. And in turn, then, I can make these quick videos. I'm going to make a whole load of them when the time's right. I'll make a whole load of videos. Just tutorials. With shits and giggles. And with a bit of eye candy thrown in, of course. You know, and a bit of music and all that stuff. Okay, 10 miles out. Flaps 1. Okay, speed is managed. See, there's the speed again. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to slow it down. 143 was nice. And pull it towards me. Pull it towards me, please. Jesus. There we go. Bit of speed brake is required, folks. And flaps 2 is 200 knots.
2,500.
Gears are great brakes. Flaps 2. Gear down. We'll keep it at 144 knots. Keeping my hand on the speed brake here. Let's get my cameras up here and all the cameras. Boom, boom, boom. I'm keeping my hand here, as you can see, on the speed brake, so I don't forget to pull it back up. So that's good. 5 miles out. Next stage of flaps. Flaps 3. Speed brake still on now. Full flaps now. 177 knots. That's fine. Flaps full now. It's disarming speed brake. Gears down 3 greens. I got the auto brake on and arming the spoilers. I should have done that a minute ago. Well, actually, it's because I used them. No, 144 knots, I said. Keep it up. It's a little bit bumpy.
1,000.
So I'm just putting a few knots on for the wife and kids, so they say. Keeping an eye on buttons, just ripping up plugs and everything here. What can you do? She's very active. I'm going to have to play with her now after the stream. Yeah. Okay, all is good. Let's get... Oh yeah, hang on. I want to do this manually, don't I?
1,000.
Okay, feet on pedals and disarming the autopilot. Autopilot disarmed. It's going to beep at me now. Yeah. Okay, we got the puppy's eyes inside now. Less is more. 800 feet a minute. I'm looking for this slight wind. Oh no, we've got a headwind now. I love the way the winds change in Microsoft Flight Simulator, folks. It's just so cool. The weather changes. It's fluid. Well, we've been thrown around a little bit though. Those weird noises here is the dog playing. Come on. Get on it. Get on it. It's a little bit bumpy. 800 feet a minute now. 800 feet a minute. 800 feet a minute. Get the 8.
500.
Okay. We're still stable. That's 800. Keep the 800. I'm going to roll the way down. 800 feet a minute, please. That's 6. I want 8. No, that's 7. Get all the way down. Looking for the touchdown markers. We've been blown to the left. Continue. Now, is that do I have to go around there and reel? I don't know.
100.
Just at the every time at the last minute. Okay, let's just make a nice smooth landing here with this one.
40. 30.
It's going up again.
30. 20. Retard.
Okay, good. On the centre line. Not the best landing in the world. Reverse twist on. Jamming on the brakes because I'm going to make that exit. There's the reverser now, and I don't need it anymore. There we go. Let's come off the centre line here before producer buttons goes absolutely crazy. Flaps up. And let's gently come to a halt here. And we'll go to the gate. We'll have a look around and we'll do the replay. It wasn't the best landing in the world, but that's fine. Okay, so we're want to switch off the TCAS. We want to switch off the transponder. Disarm this guy here, and look. Oh wow, that's why you look. What else do we need to do? Switch off some lights so we don't blind people on the ground. Nose light to taxi. And safety belts, we leave those on. Oh, the radar. It's funny now, I've remembered this without having to look at the checklist. Don't need him either. Oh no, that was off. Radar, is that off? Oh, that's system 1. That's off. And now let's look at the checklist. Producer box, please get out of there. You're driving me mad now today, the last hour and a half. You've caused umpteen problems. Producer buttons, that's not good enough. Okay, after landing, weather radar off, yeah. Flaps are up, yeah. TCAS is off, yeah. Transponder is standby, yeah. Predicted wind shear is also off. Nose light to taxi, yes. And landing light is off. Okay, I did that obviously. Yeah, that's on and that's off. Great. Spoilers retractor to APU master on and 1000, 2000, 3000 and start the APU. Anti-ice is required and that's it. Let's taxi to the gates here. Let's see, because it's a new airport, let's see if Flight Sim gives us any kind of indications as to the taxiing to the gate. So let's go to ground services. No. Let's do to ground. Oh no. It's not going to give it to us. Request taxi to gates. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you're really trying your best here to screw me up. Yeah. Please ignore. Okay. Okay, taxi to gate. Oh, thank you so much, Lizzie Blaster. Lizzie Blaster, for following. Welcome. Welcome. Gate B15. Using taxiway D9. Charlie. Echo. Group 1, 2, 3. I didn't know that was my call sign. Did I put that in? I didn't put that in anywhere. That's easy enough. But what they don't do is say turn right or left. But I have my baby wheels on. So let's see how it matches up with the scene we are about to look at, okay? So let's take the parking brake off, which it is, and add a little bit of power. And just gently taxi a little bit. Hi, what airline you fly? What airline you're flying? I'm actually flying the livery. Believe it or not, actually, Lizzie Blaster, I hope I pronounced your name right. If it's not, let me know. I've decided to take an airline on as much as the livery, okay? And maybe later on the operating procedures. And also, I'm using their flight plans from... Come on, move, will you? I'm using their flight plans. I think I gotta find someone to ask them. If you can see here in... If you can see here, I'm taking the flight plans from SimBrief, because these are realistic, and these are apparently our Aer Lingus flight plans. So you can choose in SimBrief. It's up when you create the flight plan, you know. So that's what I'm hoping for. Just to you got to choose one, don't you? Now where am I to go now? Where's the signs though? You know, where are the signs? Delta 9. How do I know if I'm on Delta 9 now? You know, how? I don't... Oh god, maybe this is a bad scenery. Delta 9. Delta 9, right? So this is Delta 9. So obviously... okay. On Delta 9. Fair enough. I would have thought that it would be, you know, it would be down here. But that's facing the wrong way. Okay, we're on Delta 9. So we want to go to Delta 9. And then Charlie. Why is it saying VS minus 200? Who cares? I'm on the ground. I'll put it to 0 just to please the computer. Or will that clear thing clear it? Not that, no. Okay, so Delta 9 and then Charlie. So I would know to turn left here. Oh, that's Charlie, but Charlie right or left, you see, you know? So they don't have a map on board, so it is quite tricky on the ground. I think in Vatsim I'll have to choose very simple airports. But I think they would actually tell me, I think they'd be quite friendly, say, okay, take a left from where you are, you'll be on, you know, Delta 9, then keep going for Charlie and then Foxtrot. See, I'm at Charlie. Now I know I'm at Charlie. See, Charlie's in black. Yankee 1 is to my right there if I turned right here. I'm still on Charlie here and Kilo's right. So I'm looking for Foxtrot now. I'm going to keep going down this way. Look at the detail. Look at that. Look. That is bizarre. So I'm looking for Charlie. So I'm on Charlie now, and it's Foxtrot I'm looking for. Foxtrot. Let's add a bit more power. It's like we're going uphill here. 35% power set. Now we're moving. Can I see that? No. Not yet. But look at that. Scenery is incredible. So where's Foxtrot? Juliet. So I need to turn right here, look. So I wouldn't be able to navigate here with the signs alone, I can tell you that much. Echo, echo. And I can see the stand here. It didn't give me a gate number either though. So it's just not very good with the flight sim, but I think in VATSIM there they know what they're doing. So we're going into this one here. So I'll disconnect the baby legs. Take a right in here. We have the guy. We have the guy. There's gate B15. He's got the sticks up and everything, folks. I like it. There's people walking around. There's flashing lights. It's incredible. This is incredible, really. If I were you, mate, I wouldn't keep walking forward. Because if it's between you and me, mate, I'm going to win. Lots of people and stuff happening. Buses. Wow. Here he comes with the sticks. Here he comes. Keep coming, he says. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming, he says. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Keep going. And stop. And he says, turn left. Great. Parker brake on. Right, let's have a look around first, shall we? Let's have a look around this airport. I'm not going to switch off the engines. I'm going to put the flaps to full. Purely because that's what I had on the approach, and it doesn't record everything, you know. Look at that. That is really cool. We'll start from the top down, shall we? This is Athens, the only one you can buy in Microsoft. Do you know what, folks? I don't know why. It's like I'm advertising for these guys, and I'm not. Olympic. There's lots of stuff and things happening. Lights going around. There's an ATR. I'm looking forward to the ATR coming out. And look, because Kern links into that, the ATR. There, look, there's even an aircraft in the hangar there. I'll slow down the camera so you can enjoy the. There we go. That's a bit better. So the stuff and things happening. What's going on in here? Oh, he's giving them orders. I love it. This is very detailed. So this on that video I watched. This is one of the top sceneries. We know the cars look very good. Now it wasn't choppy coming in there. It's a nice airport, isn't it, Andre? Andre Gamer 07. It is a nice airport. A lot of activity. What's this over here? Helene Imperial, an old 747, with the doors open for some reason. Okay, doesn't look so good close up, but I don't care about that. We want to see the people walking around inside is what I want to see. Okay, but look at this Olympic, the hangar. Can you go into the hangar here? Let's see. No, I wouldn't expect the inside of the hangar to be modelled at all. There's an ATR. Things and stuff are happening there. Those guys are waiting around. We've got this truck here. Very nice. It's just nice when you come into the gate, you can see people walking around and a bit of activity, you know. The lighting is very good as well, I find, here, really, isn't it? I'm just going to stick to airside now for the moment. That looks pretty cool. It's just nice when you come in when you're taxiing around to have a bit of, immersion. Everything to add immersion. There are fire engines there. Do I have to point that out? No, I think they're fire engines. We're not even at the main terminal yet. Oh yeah, the flag's moving this one. I flew in Greece. I did a renewal there. There were military guys. And hadn't flown for. The DA-42 hadn't flown for ages. And the sim really helps, and it was fine. They were very pleased with my performance on a renewal. There you go. Now all this traffic is, by the way, if you're just watching on, I see there's 29 people watching now. All this activity with the actual airplanes, okay? I just think it's great and it's free. Do you know the fly-by-wire Airbus, by the way? If you're into this, the fly-by-wire Airbus is free. I'm using the Fenix, but the fly-by-wire is not far off the Fenix, and they're updating it all the time. Look, there's another update already. I must fly that again. There's things I like in the Fenix that they don't have in the sorry, there's things that they have in the fly-by-wire that they don't have in the Fenix. But the Fenix is a bit more high fidelity at the moment, but this is free. But okay, so that's the installer there, and it's free, and you get the Airbus. But as well as that, they have down here FSLTL, and that's also free, and that's all the traffic you can see, and that's real world traffic. And you have an injector, and you start it off and stop it and stuff. That's also free, and that's really good, and that's all this traffic here. So the traffic is taken off. Now there might be a delay, I understand, but the traffic might be a little bit behind. But you've got real world traffic floating around the place, I like that. That's interesting. There's a train here. Do they have moving trains? the details of the track, though. You know, look at that. Now, if Microsoft are clever, and I know they are, they'd have Train Simulator inbuilt into this as well. Do you know? Wouldn't that be clever? Look at the detail. Holy cow. Look at this. Look at this. There's someone moving around and things. They're waiting to cross the road. She's looking at her hand. And they're obviously not very bright. There's no traffic lights. They just see those lines and they won't move. Aha! Aha! Aren't I so funny? I'm hilarious. That's really cool. Flags, people walking around and stuff now. What's this? This is hilarious. What the deuce? A train station. I knew it was a train station. There's someone walking in there. This is great. That's hilarious. Why do they have blue lights under certain waiting areas? What's with the blue lights? Do you ever notice that in a train station, a subway or something? What's with the blue lights? I'll give you 5 minutes and give me a guess. Why in train stations, bus stations are they starting to adopt blue lights? That's pretty cool there. That's pretty cool. I thought I read somewhere they had moving trains in this. Do you know? They said they had moving trains, but we'll see. So it's quite a big airport. It's quite a large airport, but it's very. Is that a train there? Yeah. So there is trains. Look. They have trains at the airport, folks. I can't hear it, but I'm sure that'll come. They have trains. That is very impressive. That is very impressive. Isn't that impressive? Look at all the lights of all the stuff. Pity they didn't model the lights in the cars well enough. I'm sure that'll happen. And there's the rest of the buildings here. So that's quite impressive. Isn't it? You know, when you're coming at night time, you know, if you're flying something smaller, if you're flying something smaller there, you know, you've got, it's just a great view of this whole airport. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, so you want to see the replay. I know. Let's have a look at the comments there before we look at the replay, just very quickly. Blue lights because red lights would have seemingly a different meaning, Cherokee says. Okay. Sorry, Cherokee, I didn't get to all your comments there. Blackjack's with us just in time. I'm glad you got the landing in. We're going to look at the replay now in a second. Cherokee, loads of different comments above. Oh yeah, cleared that. Fly-by-wire, flap 1, late on approach, hence your high speed. You're heading to use auto brake. Yes, well, I was late. If you asked to have the IQ if you, Cherokee says on YouTube, if you asked if you'd have to go around when you hit a little high in the threshold. Yes, I did ask that. The regulations state you have to go around if you cannot be assured of landing within the touchdown zone. Okay, and I think I did land in the touchdown zone. Great, because it's always at the very end. I don't think it matters, because at the very end, you're visual, you know, and you can't get it right down to touchdown. So as long as the touchdown marker's great, and that's nice to know, so I don't have to go around with they're all white like that. So who says on Twitch about the lights? Anybody? I want to see my landings. Okay. Microsoft needs a replay. Yeah, I know they need a replay. I know they won't do it. Lodi Reaper says, I'm probably going to stay on after this and fly here to somewhere. It is quite good, isn't it? It is quite good. Okay, let's brighten up the day and do the replay, folks. Let's do the replay. Boom. Let's brighten up. Let's put it daytime. So it looks just as fantastic in daytime. Brilliant. Athens is going to be cool. Let us go and reset the cam once more and go to the recorder. Flight recorder. Where are you? There we are. And stop recording. A replay. Pause replay and zoom. Zoom replay. And the flaps are down, great. It won't record the reverse thrusters though, you know. But it's a nice livery. The Fenix is great. But if you don't want to if you want to get into the Airbus, I would recommend what you do is you try the fly-by-wire one first. That's what I did. I did some streams with that, and then I saw the Fenix came out and I said, oh, okay, I'll try that. I said I'd buy that for $1. You know? Oh, I'm just trying to slow my camera down. Sorry. I want to see. There we go. Look at the way they. If you're a passenger, there is a little bit of vibration there for the flaps. You see the vibration? There's a bit of vibration for the flaps. I'm not complaining, but I do find the wing flex is better in X-Plane, but it'll come, you know. But I love all the guts hanging out there. Look at all the dirt and all the oil. I think the Fenix is up to scratch with that as well. Look in here, look at that. Even the nuts and bolts, folks, you know. It's bizarre. And even the wheels. And look at that. Look at that. Now that's detail, isn't it? With the tyres. And it's a beacon. Beacon's on to let people know that to get out of the, certainly on the ground, to get out of the way. Up the wheel well there. Let's have a look here at the. So slow speed mode, you know, when you're flying slow speed, they have the spoilers come up right and left. The ailerons a little bit too, but you don't get an awful lot of effect when you're going slow, do you? I can see the runway there to the right of the runway at our view. That looks like they have a solar farm. Let's get our view from the other side now, and let's have a look at this landing. It wasn't the best landing in the world, I'd admit that much. But I'm happy with what I learned today, I have to say, with the go-arounds. More practice required, I know, but happy days. There we go. I floated. Now, I didn't take the thrust back soon enough, is what happened there. I didn't take the thrust back. Now I took the thrust back and it came down. It was a smooth landing, but very late, and it just went up in the air again a little bit. You know, I wasn't happy with that, and there we go. And then reverse thrust will come on in a second. So it was a late landing. I forgot, and this is a thing with me before. You've got auto throttle on, and I didn't take it back in time. So, but it was very late. Let's analyze that and even more mortify myself. Replay. So it was a very late landing. Let's zoom out a good bit here so you can see how late it was. Look. There you go. See the power increasing? That's the auto throttle. I didn't take it back in time. And then I came down. So it was very late. Very, very, very late landing. A little bit of a bounce. I was going too fast there. Sometimes, you know, I have to say, a smoothie landing is a bad landing. Sometimes, you know, you want to ice it down and get a nice soft landing. Sometimes it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. You know, pump them down. Now I have to, in my own defense, flight simulator landings, you don't have a feel for anything. You feel nothing. Your peripheral vision isn't really working. You're looking through binocular. You're looking through pinholes. Really, you know, that's what you're looking through. But the landings will improve. I know they will. I wasn't concerned about the landing. I was concerned about everything else, and it worked well. So, folks, thank you very much. Andre Gamer 07. Okay, might try it tomorrow. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, 5 o'clock Irish time. Izzy Blasters, go on general options and go to experimental, and it'll say replay tool at the top. I know there is one on Microsoft. I just haven't touched it for a while because I tried it once and it was terrible. I'm sure it's been updated. Thank you very much, Cheddar Key, for all your help. Oh yeah, the lights. Yeah, the lights. Apparently blue calms you down. It's a calming effect. I saw it on YouTube, a documentary, and you'll see it in train stations and stuff. You've blue lights at night time. They calm you down. They're just relaxing. and that's why they're not red, because red's the opposite. Incidentally, I did marketing back in the day, a long time ago, and American police cars used to be red when people got very aggressive and started throwing things at them and stuff, and that's why they changed to blue and then white. Yeah, so anyway, blue has a calming effect, and you'll notice if you have any cool hue bulbs and lights at home and all that kind of stuff, you know, you probably find you have blue on a lot of the time. You know, that kind of blue color. Yeah. So there you go. I think that's everything. Hink, hello and greetings to you. Sorry you're at the end there, Hink, but we'll be on tomorrow at 5 o'clock again. I'll probably do an A to B and a go around and then a landing. So happy days. eWorld, you're back. Hi. So many questions these days. Yes, I have many questions. I have many more questions. So thank you all for watching. I'll be on at 5 o'clock Irish time again tomorrow. I know the stream went on a little bit longer. I'm sorry it got chopped in the middle. There's nothing I can do about it. My speeds are 100%. They're like, it's like a gigabyte download and 100 upload, which is more than enough. It just happens from time to time. So I put in YouTube part 2. You know, I stop the stream. If the stream cuts off, I'll start it again immediately with part 2 with the title. That's what I'm planning to do. But it's very rare that happens, in all fairness. So folks, thank you very much for watching. I hope we all learned something there. Thanks again to Cheddar Key and to Lonely Reaper and so many I've probably forgotten there, Robert Times and all the rest of you. Thank you so much, and I will see you all very, very soon. Don't forget about the Sunday stream at 2100 hours Irish time. That's with me and Karen Clink. That's a bit of crazy madness, that's for sure. So folks, I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you very much, and have a great night.